Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and I'm here with City Rhythm's newest fragrance, which is a flanker of this guy right here, which is City Rhythm Miami. This is not the newest bottle. This is kind of older. I got in kind of early in the game, but the one we're going to talk about today from the house of City Rhythm, it's going to be City Rhythm Miami Tropical Confessions. Now I'll say this, this has only been out for a short period of time, but people have asked me for a review. I've worn it full wearing 3 times so far. So I'm gonna give you as much a review as I can give on 3 full wears. And I'm gonna give you my opinion. So before I do anything, let me go ahead and talk to you guys about the notes. The notes of this fragrance are coconut milk, hibiscus nectar, Tahitian lime, jasmine, white rum, magnolia, and then in the base, vanilla, accord, tonka bean, myrrh, and sandalwood. So let me get the strip for this, and the strip for the original Miami. It is definitely a flanker, so you can smell the Miami in it. However, they are not the same. They are not redundant. You get a lot more lime in the original Miami, while Tropical Confessions is a lot creamier. So let me go ahead and just start talking about Tropical Confessions and what I get off of my skin. So in the opening of this, I thought, hey, this is slightly feminine on my skin, even though it's a unisex fragrance, but that is just the opening. There is a little bit of that floral feel you're gonna get, but as it dries down, and I'm saying maybe 10 minutes into the dry down, on me even, which my skin usually pulls a lot of things feminine, it goes very unisex. And it gets really creamy. That coconut milk is really apparent in here. That's what I'm getting most of the creaminess from. The vanilla is gonna come out. The lime is still in there, it's just not as prominent as the OG Miami. You're gonna get that rum. Again, you're gonna get a little bit of the florals, but as it dries down, you're getting a little bit less of the florals. You're gonna pull that vanilla, which to me isn't super vanilla because it just mixes in with everything else. And it gives us this nice sweetness to it, and almost like kind of a sensual touch. And then the hibiscus nectar, that is what makes it a little bit more different from other fragrances, at least other fragrances in my collection. It smells really nice. It's sweet. It has that kind of the floral that it's going to get from the hibiscus is a little bit different, but it is so good on my skin. It's kind of this like sweet but not too sweet, creamy fragrance with a little bit of that lime. Again, just a little bit. You're gonna pull the coconut in here, and the hibiscus just really shines the way it blends with everything else. To me, I really like Miami. I'm gonna smell it again. And you know, as a daytime, middle of the day fragrance, I'd probably pull for Miami over Tropical Confessions, but all in all, I prefer Tropical Confessions. Miami was probably one of my easiest beach day fragrances, but even though Tropical Confessions is sweeter and I would prefer wearing it more on a day that's going into the evening, I still say Tropical Confessions is, at this point, even over 2654, my favorite from City Rhythm right now, because I think it does have more sex appeal than Miami. Do I think Miami is sexy? Absolutely, but I think Miami Tropical Confessions is sexier. So in terms of performance, this is new. I got longevity over 8 hours, actually probably closer to 10 hours. Projection, it doesn't project as heavily as Miami, but I don't want it to. You kind of get more of like the, it pushes for the first couple of hours, but it still kind of has that good sillage throughout the day. I do think that it's actually going to get louder with time because, I mean, it is an indie brand and he just released it. So I think as it kind of sits, it's going to get more and more projection. But the projection that it has right now, even though it's not crazy loud, I like it because I have worn this on date nights. Like, this is like a date night fragrance, if you're going out to a nice dinner, especially because it's getting warmer now and you're wearing something that kind of has a little bit of a tropical vibe, this is the one to go for. And yeah, again, I've worn it in the day in the heat and it's done well, and The more I smell it, the more I think it's probably going to be my scent of the day today again. But I've also worn it in the evening and it's done really well. So performance, currently it's above average, but I think it's going to be even more and probably closer to the high performance of Miami. Hopefully it's not as, loud, because I do feel like it's nice to wear at a nice dinner, and I don't want it to project too loud, but again, it's rhythm, so it's an X straight and they do perform really well. So I really wouldn't worry too much about that. You're going to get at least 10 hours. Normally it's going to be more than that. Really good projection, really good sillage. In terms of who can wear it, I think it's completely unisex. And especially in the dry down, like maybe if you spray it and you're like, oh, this has a little bit of floral feel to it, wait about 10 minutes and then it just goes right down the center to me. And I think it would smell sexy on absolutely anyone. It would be hard to wear this fragrance and not have that same effect. In terms of when you could wear it, obviously it's a summertime fragrance, but I think you could go spring up until fall. It doesn't feel super appropriate for winter, but again, performance is there. For me, this is gonna be summertime evenings, but am I gonna wear it during the day too? Absolutely. This is gonna be one that if I'm going to the beach for a couple days and I'm only gonna take 2 or 3 fragrances, this is gonna be one of them because it's really that good. Again, I think it knocked off City Rhythm 26, Redline 2654 as my favorite, because that one was my favorite, and I think this, as of right now, absolutely beats it. I think it's appropriate for a date night. I think it's appropriate for a beach day. I think it's appropriate for a lot of things. So the versatility on it for me, through the roof. And in terms of compliments, you're definitely gonna get compliments. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. This one, I got a compliment from someone who very rarely compliments me. It's harder for me to get compliments these days because I wear fragrance all the time. So people are really used to it. So when I get them, I'm like, I gotta share this. This smells really good. And they didn't say you smell good, they said you smell really good. That's a win for me. This is, again, a very well blended fragrance, and one that is gonna be really hard to dislike. And my new favorite from City Rhythm, and probably one of my top 3 favorites that I'm gonna be pulling this summer in general. You guys know I love a really good summertime fragrance, and this, to me, is a really good summertime fragrance. I should probably show you guys. I got mine with shimmer. I think you can get them with or without shimmer, but I like the shimmer, so especially when it's Tropical Confessions. I will pop a discount code up here and down below. I know that there's one circulating right now, so I'm just gonna throw it up there and there so you guys have something to use when you put in your order. If you've tried this fragrance, which I know a lot of you have, comment down below. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like this video if you'd like to be subscribed to my channel. Hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop another video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!